3 ways to start the downswing. That's what this video is all about, discussing 3 ways with drills as to how to start the downswing so that we can find a move to match your swing to help you hit the ball better and play better golf. So, without further ado, let's get stuck in. Downswing feel number 1. This is for you guys who see the golf ball travel a little bit too over the top, a little bit too over the line, and coupled in that as a way to save that, we can sometimes see a little bit of a scoop, a little bit of a flip coming to hitting area with a very neutral shaft lean, lots of loft, and the golf ball going very high, coupled with that slight pull slice, which you might see in there as well. So this drill is going to make you or help you to shallow the golf club much easier and get a lot more shaft lean coming into the hitting area in one. So what that drill is to get yourself set up to make your normal backswing, and just as you're about to finish the backswing, I want you to try and fire the hips. So you go into the top, just about 7/8 on the way to the top, just that last little smidge, get those hips going, and what that does is that creates good separation between the lower body and the upper body. So as your body is just about to finish making its move, the lower body kind of starts to go. That gets the upper body, the golf club and the arms a little bit behind, so there's that kind of shallowing move. And because we have that torque, because we have that coil between lower body and upper body, we're using that as a spring coming into the hitting area, and we're seeing a nice kind of powerful shaft lean coming into the hit as well. So just to recap that, if you need golf club to be much shallower, if you need much shaft lean or much more shaft lean coming into hitting area, make a swing where you swing to the top, and just before you're about to finish your backswing, get those hips going so you can shallow out the golf club, see much healthier shaft lean, and go from there. Downswing feel number 2. This is for you early extenders of the world, sometimes seeing a little bit of a flip in there as a bit of a saving mechanism in order to hit that. We need to understand that the best players in the world, or a lot of very good players, when we're relating to the hips, what they do is they see the hips not only rotate, but rotate and extend, really driving off this kind of left side, and that's what this second drill or second feel is going to help you do in order to get this pelvis working better, so you can stay in posture much better, move through the ball much better, and not see that early extension flip through the hitting area in turn. So what that is to simply get yourself set up, and this is a nice little drill for you in order to understand this, as you normally would. Bring the left foot in about 3 to 4 inches, and as you swing back, just make a little step back into that position, and on the way down, you're free rein to hit. So I do a couple of swings, just understanding that sequencing of coming back 3 to 4 inches, swinging back as you step back into position, and then hit through. What that does is that presets momentum into that left leg on the way down, and you can now use that to almost subconsciously, by doing this drill, drive off that leg, get that left hip kind of clearing, that lead hip clearing. So we are now rotating, we're now extending, therefore not needing to flex towards the target, and therefore not needing to flip coming into the golf ball as well. So this is a really good drill to help with your transitional move. I've been a little bit more lateral, a little bit more drivey off that lead leg, so this left hip can kind of clear, get out the way, make room for the hands, and then come into the hitting area from there. So you can make some swings just thinking about that left hip going back and up, but you can also further that with some drills of setting up, as we say, as normal, 3 to 4 inches coming in, step back, or step back into position as you swing back, and go for it from there. And the final feels for you guys who can sometimes get quite stuck coming into the hitting area, can sometimes see a bit of a block or a bit of a block hook in turn from there. So there's 2 things that we see with people who do this. Number 1, as we're coming down into the hitting area, my left hip, so lead hip, can slide too excessively towards the target. And what that'll also do is force my trail shoulder to be too low down to the ground as well. Both those things will encourage this shaft to overly shallow, get too far behind me, so get quite stuck, and I can bottom out too before the ball, and there's my kind of block, and there's my slightly hooky one from there as well. So as a bit of a feel, what I want you to think about is my lead hip relative to the outside of my lead foot. So if I had that line there of my lead foot, I want to feel as a feeling that my lead hip is staying within that line on the way down. You can notice how this trail shoulder, so my right shoulder is going to be much higher and out in front of me as a result, and in turn the golf club is going to be much more out in front of me as well, and I've got all this room now so that I don't need to be so stuck as I was before. So to recap that, instead of sliding the hip, dropping the shoulder and getting too stuck, we want to feel like this hip staying much more within that kind of line. In turn, the shoulder being much higher, and I'm going to feel like the golf club is much more out in front of me. In turn, from there as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, drop me a comment on the comment section down below, or give me a follow on my socials. For any online or in-person coaching, drop me a follow on the SKILLEST app, searching David Atkins, and drop me a message from there. But until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.